Nagaland reports 31 new cases of COVID-19 today, its lowest in nearly 3 weeks. The fresh cases are reported from 4 districts of the state. Citizens of Kohima breathe a sigh of relief as shops reopen and vehicles hit the streets after 2 weeks of total lockdown. And over 14,27,000 people have recovered from coronavirus infection in the country so far. Recovery rate goes up to 68.32%. Well, those were the headlines. Hello and welcome once again to this news broadcast from News and Trends. We begin this bulletin by taking a look at the COVID-19 update from the state. Nagaland reported its lowest cases of the coronavirus in nearly 3 weeks after witnessing surge in the number of cases. A total of 31 cases were reported from 4 districts of Nagaland. State's Health and Family Welfare Minister S. Pangipom informed this in a tweet this afternoon, stating that out of 607 samples tested, 31 new positive cases have been detected. He informed that 12 cases were from Kohima, 10 from Dimapur, 6 in Zinaboto and 3 in Wokha. The minister further informed that contact tracing is fully put in force and all primary contacts are kept under self-isolation to avoid further transmission. The state has been witnessing a surge in the number of cases since last 3 weeks, with the highest being 276, which was recorded on 4th of this month, with most of the returnees having tested and mostly out from quarantine. The surge in the number of cases were attributed to the armed forces. Towards this, the paramilitary force in Nagaland have decided to put on hold the induction of its personnel. According to the daily update on COVID-19 status in the state provided through his daily briefing, Principal Secretary Home Abhijit Sinha had said that till yesterday, out of the 2,657 positive cases, the distribution across various categories of people affected by the coronavirus, 1,173 cases are from the military, which constitute 44.17%. 1,051 cases from returnees at 39.55%, 185 cases from frontline workers with 6.96%, 195 cases are traced contacts making up 7.33%, and 53 cases are others which constitute 1.99% of the total caseload from Nagaland. Districts like Dimapur, Kohima and Zinaboto have seen most cases linked to the armed personnel. Since July 23rd, Dimapur has reported 999 cases. Today's addition of 10 fresh cases in Dimapur takes the district's tally to 1,431. 255 persons have recovered, 2 deaths have been reported, 1 migrated, and active cases at 1,173. Among the active cases, 1 patient is moderate in terms of the severity of the case. Citizens of Kohima today breathed a sigh of relief after the district saw the total lockdown being lifted after 2 weeks. The total lockdown, which began on 25th for 2 weeks, ended yesterday. Deputy Commissioner Kohima Gregory Thejawale, through an order issued yesterday, had lifted the lockdown with effect from today. Certain category of shops opened today and vehicles were also seen plying. People also thronged the markets, although there were no visible signs of mad rush as was expected after 2 weeks of total lockdown. After seeing a surge in the number of cases in recent weeks, Kohima reported just 30 cases in the last 3 days. It did not report a single case of the virus on 4th August. The district has so far reported 576 positive cases, out of which 155 have recovered with 420 active cases. 1 person has migrated. After a week, Wokha reported 3 cases today. The last time the district reported the fresh cases was on 2nd of this month, when 5 persons were tested positive for COVID-19. With the addition of 3 more cases today, Wokha's tally of total cases now stand at 16, with 1 recovery and active cases at 15. Zinaboto's tally increased further with an addition of 6 fresh cases today. According to CMO Zinaboto, Dr. Akaho Sema, all the 6 cases were from the BSF personnel stationed at Sataka. The CMO also informed that all the positive persons are being monitored at the COVID Care Center Sataka and are in stable condition. The district has now reported 72 cases, out of which 14 have recovered and active cases stand at 58. Kifri remained the only district which has not reported even a single case of the virus till date. Longland too is without any active case of the virus, as the 3 positive cases reported from that district have all recovered. According to the Department of Health and Family Welfare, the state's tally of positive cases now stand at 2,688, recoveries at 893, 7 deaths have been reported, and active cases stand at 1,785. The Health and Family Welfare Ministry today said over 14,27,000 people have recovered from the coronavirus infection in the country so far. The recovery rate has gone up to 68.32%. The ministry said a total of 61,537 new cases of COVID-19 were reported in the country in the past 24 hours, taking the total number of cases to 20,88,612. Presently, the total number of active coronavirus cases in the country is 6,19,088. In a single day, 933 deaths were reported, taking the nationwide toll to 42,518. Maharashtra has reported the highest number of cases, followed by Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal. In the northeast, Assam has reported 55,496 cases of the pathogen. A total of 5,999 cases have been reported in Tripura, 3,466 in Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh, 2,049. Meghalaya has reported 1,006 cases, Sikkim 854, and Mizoram has registered 566 infections so far. The overall number of global COVID-19 cases has increased to over 19.36 million, while the deaths have topped to more than 7.21 lakh, according to the Johns Hopkins University. The US accounted for the world's highest number of infections and fatalities at 49.41 lakh and 1.61 lakh respectively. Brazil came in a second place, followed by India, Russia and South Africa. The Health Ministry has asked states and union territories to take up coronavirus testing of grocery shop workers, vegetable and other vendors. It stated that if undetected, grocery workers can potentially spread the infection to a large number of people. In a letter to states and union territories, Secretary Health Ministry Rajesh Bhushan also stressed the need for operationalizing ambulance transport system with oxygen facility and quick response mechanism. He underlined that refusal rate of ambulances must be monitored at a daily basis and brought down to zero. With the COVID-19 pandemic now spreading to newer areas in the country, Bhushan said there are likely to be scattered cases, cluster of cases or large outbreaks in districts. He said the primary aim is to control outbreaks, especially in new locations, and to save lives at all cost. He said the aim should be to further reduce mortality and ensure that it does not cross the 1% mark. DC Dimapur Rajesh Soundarajan has informed all concerned that the quarantinees will be charged for fooding provided at the respective quarantine centers with effect from 10th of August 2020. According to a DIP report, the DC further notified that the Dimapur District Task Force has fixed Rs 350 per person per day at institutional quarantine, which includes Rs 40 for breakfast, Rs 130 for lunch, Rs 130 for dinner, Rs 20 for water and Rs 30 for logistics expenses like packaging, fuel, delivery costs, etc. It has also been informed that payment to the caterers will be done on a daily basis, and official in charge managers of quarantine centers will collect the amount from quarantinees and deposit the amount to the caterers. Quarantinees may opt to arrange own fooding from outside the quarantine centers, for which the food should be packed in a single-use disposable containers, preferably of biodegradable material. The Deputy Commissioner also informed that caterers and other persons delivering food will not be allowed to enter quarantine centers, and food packets must be dropped off at designated points outside the quarantine centers only. Quarantinees will get release slips from quarantine center only after clearance of food bill. Director and Mission Director, Horticulture Department, Nagaland, Dr. R. Ilithang Lotha, officially flagged off 3 vehicles carrying 7.5 metric tons, that's 7,500 kilograms of Nagaland pineapples from Nagaland Gate, which will reach different districts in Assam. Flagging off the vehicles on behalf of the state government, Dr. Ilithang dubbed pineapple as one of the signature crop of Nagaland, considered as one of the best and sweetest world over. He regretted that due to the present COVID-19 situation, supply chains has been disrupted and felt that with a lack of proper planning, farmers would be in distress. However, Dr. Ilithang noted that with the constant inspiration of the Chief Secretary Nagaland, APC and Commissioner Secretary Horticulture, the farmers are benefiting even during such extraordinary times. He observed that organic fruits and vegetables are found in every nook and corner of the state due to the participation of self-help groups, including societies and individuals, in marketing the produces. He also acknowledged the support of administration and municipalities extended towards the farming community in evacuating the produce in the markets. The mission director said that there is marketing surplus, that's why the produce are being sent to Assam, as these pineapples are fully organic certified. With this flagging off, many more consignments would be sent out in various districts of Assam and beyond as per the demand. The Nagaland pineapples will reach out in Nagaon, Tezpur, Golaghat and Diffu, which will further be marketed out again. Ilithang congratulated the farmers, especially Molvong and Bungsang, who comes under Molsang Organic Pineapple Farmer Produce Company.
On behalf of the government of Nagaland, I, the Director of Horticulture, hereby flag off 3 vehicle loads of pineapples to outside the state of Nagaland. Thank you.
Well, that's all we have time for in this edition of News Broadcast. Do subscribe to us on the YouTube channel and also follow us on Twitter and Facebook as well, and stay updated with the latest from across the world, the country, the region and from the state as well. Meanwhile, stay safe, practice safe health hygiene and maintain social distancing wherever you are. But most importantly, take good care of yourself and your loved ones. Thanks for watching.